Never imagined I'd say this, boss, but even a Raptidon deserves better.
You done a job of work. After you cacked their employer, the gun hands started surrendering, or trying to slip out. I'm having a hell of a time keeping my people from shooting their prisoners. And I'm not even sure I should stop them. Yeah, only drag this mess out further. Get more of mine shot. Lost some of my own in the fight, and a bunch of the staff died before we could get them to Roseway. Sign on my door says it is, but that ain't your trouble.
I think you could give me that one proper, Captain. Doesn't look too tough. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, boss?
You've returned. What news? Please tell me you've recovered my research. Without my work to focus on, I find myself tending towards darker paths of inquiry. That's all manner of distressing. There truly is nothing left for me. Did you find my colleague, Jameson? Well, please keep me apprised of your progress as to that matter.
Ah, shit.
Think we'll find any freakish experiments locked away in there?
Process performed.
Okay, boss! Find those weapons!
That's the last of them. Clever.
That's one down.
They left their own outside to die. Was it that bad?
Hey, boss. Could we get some Rizzos?
I don't think you're supposed to be wandering around. Security's gonna tell you to make tracks. Want to treat yourself before you go? Something for the road, maybe? Annie Cleo makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Did security talk to you yet? Annie Cleo makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon.
You've returned. What news? Please tell me you've recovered my research. Without my work to focus on, I find myself tending towards darker paths of inquiry. My research? Please tell me you've recovered it. That's... You can't possibly understand the enormity of what you've done for me. Did you find my colleague, Jameson? Well, please keep me apprised of your progress as to that matter. I suppose you've earned it.
Another outlaw? I'm quite sure I've already spoken to your lot. Oh, quite right. My apologies. I did speak to you earlier, didn't I? What would you like? I am Orson Shaw, Chief Behavioral Scientist. I was brought in to study the Raptidons. I was to ensure that, should a problem arise, our team is adequately equipped to deal with them. They are insatiably hungry, absolutely impossible to control in any fashion, and indeed appear to be powered entirely by hate. No amount of studying will enable us to control them, or even slightly sate their aggression. Not quite. We are now acutely aware of their weaknesses. Bullets through the head. Now, that may seem like an obvious conclusion, but believe it or not, some creatures' brains are not in their heads. Now, if they got the carbon in here, it's just a matter of... Orson, you idiot. What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway. No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you? Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. Sure, loyal company fella. That's me. Auntie knows best. Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Whoa, slow down. Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside. Don't mention this to Anton, okay? He's kind of a tight ass about the lab. Like, squeeze coal into diamond tight. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here. Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
Huh? How do you suppose that stuff's used? Do you drink it, or is it like perfume? I'm not interested, just curious.
You're underestimating the importance of the eighth bag.
If I had to look at those yellow walls all day, I'd make a point to sleep on the roof.
Get down to Roseway and talk to Doc Crane. He'll make sure you get what's yours.
Company.
Here they come!
Oh, that's the last of him.
work!
Gonna find them! Tear them apart!
I don't even know how you can get a kitchen this dirty with just canned food.
Come out! Come out!
Incoming!
Tear them apart! That has hurt.
Don't mess with the best.
All security, but system expect to begin.
That has to hurt!
All this space and this is all I get to sleep in? must be where Mr. Shaw's been looking.
Processing. Taking that.
Oh, hello. Why do you seem familiar? Have we met? Ah, yes. Very good. And have you done that? What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands. Anton would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been. All the more reason I need to keep my discretion discreet. Now, if you wouldn't mind returning them to me. Now, I'll just attach this here, bit of glue, a little elbow grease. Voila! I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law. Oh. I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
Any news? On that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing? Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers. Damn! I bet the outlaws shot it for kicks. At least the short circuit would have let some Raptidons out. Revenge! Kinda. I siphoned power from the pods to keep Dr. Crane from catching on. I'm no electrician. Every time I plugged it in, the locks would open. Well, it's not like I expected this to happen.
Look, my kind of door. Stay out of sight. it open.
That's the last of them.
Here I come! Oh, that's the last of him.
Easy. All right. That didn't work. Attack it.
Yes? Did you find my colleague, Jameson? That is tragic news. I never did right by him. Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research. And now I'll have to live with that.
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Good to see you, boss.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Yes, you caught me ruminating again. What's occupied? Bokonu. Unfortunately, he was also one of the philosophism's a false religion that's... But most of the philosophist the story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts, and that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of... I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played Thank you, Captain.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Keep your sights out, friend. Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this... All right.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must... Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRae. Allegations include several counts of... Dreadful, ain't it? It's true enough that he ain't particularly deadly. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you. Do I look like you're got? Don't make me laugh on duty. Sets a bad example for the rookies.
Huh? As you were.
Got my sights on you.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
Doritos Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine, but maybe that's just my old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit. Depends. What are you planning to do with it? You got a good heart, wanting to do this for him. Frankly, I'm tired of Udom's whining. Don't kill me, please. And I'll pay, I swear. The man's been messaging me 4 or 5 times a day. How's a woman supposed to read her new missives when her income... Suit yourself. Yes, dear. Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Gracious. I've got a lovely little Craig, look! Want a charming copper
Gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We'd best top off our ammo stock before we leave.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you... No one turns their back on me while I...
Oh!
Sometimes violence is the only way! Come out so we can return the favor.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Did I hear something? What was that? Huh? Heard something. What was that? Incoming! You're dead! I smite you in the name of the law!
Sure, Cap.
Don't mess with us! We got trouble! Everyone all right? Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this? Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place, or cut them off.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board emissary.
Move along.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 70... Six milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO. Rizzo's apple cider. A hard cider for a hard cider.
How goes the hunt? Nothing excessive. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine X. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge. A soft flower and a shine around a sweet blueberry favorite scent.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
CNP Borsted Baked Beans. When you need to Borsted Baked Beans is the only...
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
What the? Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable...
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? You'll do fine.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest. We're not gonna have to hurt anybody, are we?
CNP Borsworth. It's not the worst unless it's Borsworth.
How do you do? Huh. Have you returned with the sum she owes?
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew...
How do you do? Have you returned with the... A current bill. Some numbers may have changed as interest compounds. I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry, though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. Well, my blood type is AB positive, I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Aw, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
whose office used to be in the docking bays?
Miss Ellie, Dr. Van Hill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. Thank you. Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big. I was thinking about what you said afore, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship. I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. Smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I wanna come with.
Something on your mind?